Coach Mack's second season ended with a 6-7 record after a 7-7 year in 2008. Some may say that that is a sophomore slump, but of course, all things are relative when you take a look back at his predecessors. Here's a look at what the three previous coaches did in their second and third years at UH. Only Bob Wagner had a winning record in his second season. Both he and June Jones held a 9-3 mark by year 3. Also worth mentioning, Coach Mack's 6 wins this season are equal to what June and Fred Von Oppen had in their second seasons combined. Liz Chun caught up with Coach Mack earlier this week.
As a coach transitions, do you think the third year is a better gauge of your program?
Well, I would think so. Usually it's the fourth and fifth year. But the way this has happened by losing so many good players in the first 2 years, next year will be a better indication. I would think, next year will be our second recruiting class with the freshmen coming in. So it usually takes you 4 to 5 years to get your people ingrained. And, so that's what I'm looking at.
Season's over. Individual awards have been passed out. Now it's time for the UH football program to look towards the future. Coming off year number 2 in the Greg McMackin era, another 7-loss season which was disrupted by injury plus mass personnel changes, Hawaii is focused on getting bigger and better in the offseason.
The great thing about this season, unfortunately, we had a lot of injuries, but there were a lot of guys that stood up and got a lot of playing time. So we have a little more experience coming back. We don't have to replace the entire offense, or we don't have to replace the entire defense. And quite honestly, I told them that if you want to be a top 20 team, Wisconsin's a blueprint of what you have to do. We've got to get strong, we've got to get big, we've got to get fast. The off-season is really important to us, and, it starts now.
The future is also now for the Warriors seniors, especially those who are seeking a shot at professional football. 2 of the guys with perhaps the best chances, center John Estes and linebacker Blaze Soares, both all-WAC first-team selections.
They'll probably want to see me at the Combine, especially in whatever all-star game I participate in and practices. So I got to run a fast 40. I got to do a lot of bench press reps too, and that's going to be a huge thing for me to see how high or how good I can do in the draft.
How strongly do you feel like you can play in the NFL?
Oh, you know what I mean? I'm a very competitive person. I feel like I can compete with these guys, and it's the best. And I feel very confident. I just gotta stay healthy, and I'll open up some eyes.
Estes is currently projected by several draft analysts as a 6th or 7th rounder, while Soares is not currently rated as a draft pick by most. Same goes for left tackle Aaron Kia, an all-WAC second-teamer. But there's obviously plenty of time between now and the NFL draft, which will take place in April.